What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we're doing the What's Next on former unified lightweight champion of the world, Teofimo Lopez, as he made his debut in return from his loss to George Kambosos last year, and made his debut at 140, taking on little-known veteran Pedro Campa, and he pretty much outboxed and dominated Campa, stopping him over 8 rounds as he retained his or stayed undefeated. So now the big question is going to be, what's next for Teofimo Lopez? Well, he likely is going to return, in my opinion, before the end of the year. I can see him returning in December, maybe January at the latest, and I think it's going to be a final eliminator for the WBO. I think he's going to fight either Liam Paro or it could be Arnold Barbosa. That's what I think he does. And that's going to be a final eliminator. But what's that going to lead to? Well, we'll discuss that. We'll run through the top 10 and we'll see what possibly could be either next or after the next fight for Teofimo Lopez. And right out the gate is my official opinion, Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is the unified IBF WBO champion right now. He has an IBF mandatory looming. Probably going to vacate that belt too, because Josh Taylor's future at 140 is not very long. He's coming back to fight Jack Catterall in November. He wants to avenge and leave no doubt about that he won that fight clean. So he wants to come back, and I think he's going to go after Taylor. I think he's going to go after Catterall, and then he's going to fight Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, in what will be a mandatory fight, as long as Lopez locks up the mandatory. He's already the WBO #1. He's just got to lock the mandatory up. Liam Paro is #2. If he passes on the fight, Jose Ramirez is in line to fight for the WBC. He's #3. But sitting there at #4 is Arnold Barbosa, and he is he's also an ESPN guy. So I think that one could be possible as well. So that's where we're at with Teofimo Lopez. On Taylor, I think him and Taylor are going to collide in the first half of next year. Now, Jose Ramirez, not likely. Ramirez is going to fight the winner of Prograis and Zepeda, who are colliding before the end of this year. He'll probably fight them in the first half of next year, so not seeing this one, but could be down the line since they're both with Top Rank. Jose Zepeda comes out over Prograis, can beat Ramirez. Maybe sometime next year we could see him and Lopez colliding as well, but it's not one of the next 2 fights, in my opinion, for Lopez. Catterall or Prograis. If Prograis comes out beating Zepeda, and then possibly were to defeat Ramirez, which I think is very possible. It just depends on the promoters if they can come together, but the way Prograis and Lopez, their talent and the way they talk shit, I could see them fighting down the road. So definitely a distinct possibility later on. Jack Catterall were to upset and beat Josh Taylor in their rematch. Yeah, I could see those 2 guys fighting too next year, in the first half of next year, if Catterall defeats Taylor, and it would be a mandatory fight between him and Lopez. So yeah, I could see that one. Then you got Gary Antoine Russell, not likely anytime in the near future because they're with different promotions and neither one of them holds a belt right now to be a mandatory. Then you got Sandor Martin, not likely because Lopez has so many other options. Martin is also kind of a DAZN guy, and it just wouldn't make any sense. Victor Postol. If Top Rank could work out a deal for Postol to fight Lopez before the end of the year, Lopez might be interested in that, but I think he's more interested in a final eliminator, so I'm going to say no. And then Jose Pedraza. If Pedraza beats Richard Comey this weekend coming up, I could see Lopez and Pedraza getting together before the end of the year, or potentially in January. They're both Top Rank guys. If Pedraza beats Comey, then absolutely it's a possibility. Montana Love, not likely. He's with Matchroom Eddie Hearn. He's got a lot more. Lopez has a lot better options than that. And then, just talking about guys like Comey, not likely he's going to get a rematch. Lopez has other options, but you got Albert Puello's breaking back in. You got Sergey Lipinets coming off a big win. Those 2 guys are PBC guys. I think PBC is going to go a different road with the belt that they now control, which is the WBA belt. And I think Lopez, though, if I'm being realistic, I really believe he's going to fight either Liam Paro or Arnold Barboza to become the WBO mandatory #1 contender. And then the first half of next year, I think he's going to fight Josh Taylor or Jack Catterall, whoever comes out of that rematch as the WBO champion, which I think is going to be Taylor. And that's going to be probably Taylor's swan song at 140 right there, is making a mandatory against Lopez. So big things coming for Teofimo Lopez following his debut at 140 and his victory over Pedro Campa. We'll see what happens again. I think December or January, we're going to see Lopez versus one of 3 options. It's either going to be Paro, Barboza, or Jose Pedraza if Pedraza defeats Richard Comey this weekend. So that's it. That's what's next on the undefeated former unified champion Teofimo Lopez. This is True Boxing. I hope you liked the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. This is True Boxing. You've been here with the truth.